What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's time for the ACC Round UP Week 11. We're going to take a look at the games, storylines, and some possible discussion about the playoffs for multiple teams. We shall see. And what's to come for the very next week in the SEC.
ACC.
Let's jump right. Huh?
ACC.
ACC, I'm sorry, y'all. Let us run together. They need to rename these conferences. First game up, we got Cal at Louisville. Cal pulling the upset off this week, winning 29-26 in overtime. JKS, 30 for 47, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cal outgained Louisville in this game, 421 yards to Louisville's 351, including 350 in the air to Louisville's 203. DeJesus.
Second down and 9.
Good.
All kinds of time. Back shoulder. Caught. And touchdown. What a throw and catch by the tight end, Landon Morris. Their final timeout here. We'll see. Play clock down to 0. They get it snapped. Raphael straight ahead, and he is in for a touchdown.
16 catches, 158 yards for Cal, both career highs. Louisville 3-game winning streak snapped since their first loss, and they lost to Virginia. Keywan Brown had 136 rushing yards on 14 carries, and the score for Louisville for the injured Isaiah Brown. Louisville losing this game was kind of surprising to me. I'm going to say that. Didn't expect Louisville to lose. Cal had been struggling. They had lost 2 in a row prior to this game, maybe 3, I think. So I was surprised about that. Louisville comes 1 of 5 ACC one-loss teams. That's crazy. The fact that Duke chances of making the ACC championship went up, and they lost this week is crazy. So shout out for the ACC for doing itself no favors this week as far as the tournament goes, as far as getting to the playoffs. Can this Louisville team make the ACC championship?
I don't think so. I mean, if they win the conference championship, of course, but I don't think so.
I mean, I don't think can they make the ACC championship, not the playoffs?
Oh yeah, they can definitely make the ACC championship because there is no juggernaut in the ACC. None.
There's 3 teams ahead of them now.
Who could all lose any given week.
Virginia, still 1 loss in ACC. Georgia Tech, 1 loss. Pittsburgh, 1 loss. 4 teams. Duke had 1 loss. All 4 of those teams are here in Louisville now. Louisville, Miami 6. So a lot of jam up there in the ACC. It's going to be cannibal season the rest of the way. I think Louisville's chances of winning the ACC went out the window because I don't think they play anybody else that kind of can help them get into it. Cal did become bowl eligible, winning their 6th game. 3rd season in a row doing that. Shout out to them. What's your thoughts on Cal this season?
With their freshman quarterback, which is very impressive.
Freshman quarterback. Stepping in the shoes of Fernando Mendoza. Also, all their running backs from last year transferred out. They had to get a whole new running back room.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Cal for this is a great coaching job done by them this year. To get this team to a bowl game, they deserve credit. I know it's been a long season for them. They didn't have a lot of expectations. Then they start playing real good ball. Expectations went up. Then they kind of fell off. But they still got in there. So shout out to Cal. They should be proud of themselves. Shout out to the Golden Bears. They traveled a lot of miles this year and still made a bowl game.
I mean, one thing about Cal, they have been very pedestrian these last couple of years. So shout out to them, man, because like you said, just keep the coaching staff keeping them afloat. Because I want to say, this is the head coach, 2nd or 3rd year? I don't think he's been there long. I don't think.
He hasn't been there. I think it's. Let me look it up. I think it's his 2nd year.
Okay, so shout out to him. Your starting quarterback transfers out. You get a freshman quarterback in. You start the freshman, which I say you should start freshman. If you think they're guys, you should go ahead and start them. But shout out to the coach, man. This is a great coaching job. It's not coach of the year status, but this is what you want in your coach when you're rebuilding a team.
Ooh. Shout out to he's actually been there since 2017. So I guess I want to watch a lot of Cal ball until they got the ACC.
I'll say this: You gotta do better if you've been there for 8 years.
So shout out to him. They are 1-3 in bowl games. So
8
he is
years. Yeah.
Justin Wilcox is his name, y'all. But
Justin Wilcox, you've been there 8
years.
years, buddy. We gotta get you into a conference championship. It's been 8 years.
Didn't realize he had been there that long. That's kind of surprising. He was the former DC at Wisconsin in 2016. I do remember that.
So he came from a loser team.
Wisconsin was good then.
Yeah, that was good. 2016, they were good then. I forgot 8 years. There we go. Yeah.
So that's one team that was, I think they were 15th in the playoff rankings. Louisville, they went down. Team ranked above them was Virginia. They ranked 14th. Guess what they decided to do this week? Lose as well. They lost to Wake Forest 16-9. They couldn't even score a touchdown. Chandler Morris was injured in this game. Hit to the head, neck area. No updates on his condition as of yet. Virginia was 4-1 in one-score games prior to this game. Have a nice quote from Tony Elliott. He said, "We played with fire, and we got burned finally." So playing those tough games, those close games have come back to bite Virginia. And you know what? Took another L. Well, they took their first L in conference. They did outgain Wake Forest 327 to 203. Desmond Claiborne, pedestrian-style game at running back, 25 carries, 75 yards. Wake Forest coming off getting beat last week, 42-7 by Florida State to come back and win this game against Virginia, a team that beat Florida State. Big win for Wake. This also made them bowl eligible.
Yeah, this Wake Forest team played terrible, and this goes to show that Virginia played even more terrible because Wake Forest, they didn't have a single touchdown on offense. And they still won the game.
In Virginia.
So terrible.
Shout out to I think his name is Carlos Hernandez, who ran the punt back 80-some yards, 88 yards maybe.
He had 3 returns for 124 yards, so I guess it was about 80-some yards. Yeah.
So shout out to him. He
MVP.
I mean, what else do you get?
Without that, they would have lost the game because that's 8 points. That's 7 points, and it takes 7 from 16. It's tied up.
A field goal battle, man. Good old fashioned '90s football right there.
But Ashford played like crap. He was taken out the game. He was benched. Virginia quarterback, he didn't play. I mean, he played bad, but the whole team played bad. So maybe he got something there for next year. So if you're Virginia, you lost to a team that you should have beat the brakes off of, in my opinion. But I guess your starting quarterback getting hurt does help. Does change a lot of things. So,
I mean, like I said, Wake Forest did become bowl eligible. They're not a bad team. Surprised your boy Robbie Ashford got benched. You had a lot to say about Robbie. So
I know I'm surprised too. I kind of had to eat my words a little bit, but it's just one game. Everybody has bad games. Even the greats had bad games. So.
But will this Virginia team be the ACC rep in the college football playoffs, even with this loss?
No, I can't see this.
Okay.
I can't see the Virginia team beating a Georgia Tech or beating a Miami or beating a Louisville.
Yeah, for Miami or Louisville to get there, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, but or I keep forgetting Pitt because I like Pitt a lot.
I like Pitt since the QB change too. Duke actually has a better chance of making a playoffs than a lot of these teams. That's kind of crazy. They got four losses.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, but they ain't losing ACC. So shout out to Manny Diaz. Manny Diaz type of season.
They gotta change that rule, man.
So that's just crazy.
This, you got a 6-4, okay, 8-4 Duke team or a 9-4 Duke team in the playoffs because they won the ACC championship. People will go crazy. And then Manny Diaz looked like a genius, which is even more crazy.
let's go ahead and talk about Manning while we on the subject. Duke played on the road this week. They went to UConn and faced a 6-3 UConn team, and they
Heisman
lost.
favorite. They faced the person
37-34. Now, I'm gonna bring this up because it kind of pissed me off. Last week, you said Manny Diaz has a better win percentage than Mario Cristobal, and you said Miami would be better off with Manny Diaz. So, how do you feel about those words now?
I still feel the same. They would be better off. They would be the best team in the nation. They would be number one. They'd be Ohio State. If Manny's doing this at Duke, imagine what he'd be doing in Miami.
He's done this at Miami. This the type of season like Manny Diaz. He lost these type on a regular basis.
Has Manny had the talent that Cristobal had, though?
I would argue he had more talent, honestly, except at the quarterback position.
Oh, that helps a lot.
It does. It does. But let everybody tell it. Mario Cristobal is a QB killer.
I mean, is he?
You only put Justin Herbert and Mario Mariota in the league, but okay.
Hey,
I'm Cam Ward, but okay, QB killer, okay.
I don't think he's a QB killer. I never said that.
I mean, not you. I'm saying people say that.
No, I think people who say that are casuals because
they are casuals.
Carson Beck's still playing off the chain.
They watch too much ESPN. Jason Whitlock and all them other Stephen A. Smith and all them other clowns. But
clowns.
I just thought, no, that's telling for Duke. That lets you know what kind of coach Manny Diaz is. Great coordinator, subpar coach. I stand on that. You do not lose these type of games. You have probably a first-round guy at quarterback next year in Darian Mensah, and you just really crapped the bed in this game. You should be UConn. They don't have the same team. They don't have a team like you. And the fact that they won this game, I just shows
37 points.
Why the committee doesn't respect the ACC. I'm just saying.
Man, you can't put up 37 points against a defensive-minded coach who's supposed to be a defensive genius. That shows you how the year's been going for Duke. They can't stop anybody.
Yeah, they can't. Like I said, this is the type of year the ACC is having. Like this is why you will have a one team in the playoffs because crap like this. They're just throwing it out there.
I just want to highlight
Florida. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to just highlight Pagano, who doesn't get talked about enough. Man has 25 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the year. That's impressive numbers. Like he doesn't. I get the competition matters, but the team is 7-3. They won the games they're supposed to. That's
what you call him, the People's House.
The what? The People's Heisman, yeah.
You call him.
I mean, he doesn't. Nobody's talking about him. Why is he not a Heisman favorite?
Yeah, UConn.
Exactly.
They ain't played nobody.
I mean, you can make an argument about some of the other Heisman candidates.
Okay, you can actually, but they played better competition than UConn.
They beat Duke.
Yeah, they did beat Duke. They can hang their head on that. Let's move on to the next game. We got Syracuse at Miami. Belt to you know what this week. BTA. Fran Brand and Mario jawing at each other on the sideline. Fran Brand arguing with fans after the game. Miami defense got 6 sacks. Another slow start by the offense, though, for Miami. But things got cooking with a Carson Beck touchdown catch, which kind of turned things around. Even Francis Mauigoa got in on the touchdown. He caught a pass behind the line of scrimmage, ran it in for a 3-yard touchdown. He said, by the way, that was a promise to him from Mario Cristobal that he will score a touchdown in Miami. It was part of his recruiting pitch to help him commit to Miami that he would score a touchdown before his time was up. So with a couple games left in the season, they finally got it done. It took them 3 years with Marcus Mariota. Francis Mauigoa was in the end zone. Commitment promise has been promised, has been delivered upon. So shout out to that. Like I said, Malachi Tony threw a touchdown pass to Carson Beck. That was nice to see. It kind of got the teams going. Keon Marion, 116 yards, season high for him. Gerard Pringle, freshman running back. Big ups to him stepping in for the injured Mark Fletcher. He got in the game in the second half. He had himself a big game. I think he had a 66-yard touchdown. Carson Beck, 18 for 24, 247 yards, a touchdown, plus the touchdown catch. And Keontae Scott, man, playing like one of the best nickel corners in the nation, I'll say that. Had an interception return for a touchdown just 23 seconds later after the Carson Beck touchdown catch. Ty, your thoughts on the game?
So, yeah, let me ask you this before I give you my thoughts. Do you think this was, like, planned by Fran Brown to kind of help with, like, getting recruits and stuff?
What do you mean?
Like, it's like people gonna say, "Oh, this guy's crazy," but in a good way. Like, he fights for his team. He defends his team. Like, do you think he does that as a recruiting tactic?
It's about to getting in the face of me, getting the Mario face on the sidelines, arguing with the fans.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you, for the young cats, they kind of like see that. Like he kind of trying to be the guy you want to run through the wall for.
Yeah.
He's he from that area. He trying to prove he a tough guy. I get it. It's not something I want to deal with all the time, me personally, but
because I know before the game, like the day before the game, he did say how much respect he had for Miami and Carson Beck. He said that before the game because he was like, Carson Beck's the best quarterback in the nation. I just hope he doesn't play like that against us. So that's basically saying I respect this guy a lot. Like, so he is a respectful guy, but he's also a nutcase. And sometimes you want to play for that nutcase. That's what I just want to ask.
He almost gives you too much truth.
Yeah.
I would say that he too real. He almost too real. He a real one. So shout out to him for that.
But like
we're on this Carson Beck, he's not too far off, man. Carson Beck is a good quarterback.
He coached him, so he gave him 2 championships. So he got to respect him. I mean, he won 2 championships at Georgia, so that's if you don't respect him after that, then you ain't nothing.
Is Fran Brown getting his comeuppance from these teams this year since his quarterback is down? The team's running the score up on Syracuse. Do you feel like that?
I mean, I don't think they're running the score up. I think they think the team's bad. Like, I mean, don't you expect Miami to score more points than 38 though?
Depends on the game plan, but 38 is a lot of points.
I mean, I thought they could at least got 50.
I don't think they ran the score up on them.
I don't think so either. Like, Syracuse has a good defense. The offense can't produce.
Do they?
I mean, it's good enough to not give up 38 points a game. Because they weren't giving up 38 points when that Jelly was at quarterback.
That's true. The offense moved the ball. Defense had more time to rest. I will give you that. Do you see a path for Miami to get in the college football playoffs?
They need a lot of help. They need a lot of help. I think everybody has to lose next week.
But you're telling me it's a chance.
It's always a chance. Always a chance to the playoff date start.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to make the case,
I think they got a better chance of getting in if they don't play the ACC championship. I don't think they make the ACC championship game. I think that door is closed. But I do think they can still get in the playoffs.
Doesn't Miami play Pitt?
Yes. So last game of the season.
So if Pitt beats Notre Dame this week, which I think they will, a little sneak peek for the Pick'ems.
I'm feeling the same way. And not because I think they can win. It's I need them to win.
I think they can win. So if Pitt beats Notre Dame, that's one thing y'all need. And then if y'all beat Pitt, that would help y'all a lot.
We also needed Louisville to win out, and they blew it. So that made the loss look better. Because the Notre Dame victory is not helping us any, so they need to go ahead and lose. And I need Pitt to go and take care of that for me. I will say, if Miami beats Pitt, and Pitt hasn't lost a game again, that'll be 4 victories for Miami this year against ranked teams. There's more than a lot of these SEC teams that's in the playoffs, but they don't want to talk about their part. They don't talk about their part with y'all. They don't say they rank these SEC teams high. They still ain't playing each other. Well, we'll talk about that in another video. I think Miami, they need Pitt to win out, and they need to get that Pitt victory at the end of the year. But not to jump ahead, let's talk about the rest of the ACC. We already talked about Manny Diaz and your thoughts on that. Clemson and Florida State played each other this week. Clemson got the victory. Clemson moved up to 4-5. Florida State drops to 4-5. Either one of those teams going bowling?
No.
Let me switch it up for you. You sure?
I'm positive.
Let's say you got NC State, 5-4. Duke, 5-4. UNC, North Carolina, 4-5.
2 games, 2 games in a row.
Florida State. Yep, Florida State, 4-5. Clemson, 4-5. How many of those teams go bowling?
Duke goes bowling. NC State goes bowling. I guess Clemson by default because I think Clemson has another cupcake game coming up.
Clemson has Louisville next. I need Clemson to win that game. Then Clemson has Foreman, and they're on the road at South Carolina.
So Foreman's a win, right?
Yeah, Foreman's a win.
So that's 6, right?
That'd be 5.
Oh,
They're 4-5.
damn.
So they have to beat Louisville and or South Carolina.
They'll definitely beat South Carolina.
So Clemson's in. Clemson's in the bowl game.
Clemson in the bowl game. Because that Foreman game. That's it.
They had to win one of the two with Louisville and South Carolina. Both of those on the road, by the way.
They could. I mean, South Carolina. That's really that could be kind of a home game for them too. It's not even that far.
Yeah. All right, next team up. Let's talk about North Carolina. Their schedule at Wake Forest, home against Duke, at NC State.
They'll beat Wake Forest.
Wake became bowl eligible this week. You said they beat Wake?
Yeah. North Carolina's rolling. Like, that team is rolling right now.
Wake just beat Virginia, the top-rated team in the conference.
Take away the kick return.
I said top-rated. I didn't say this. I said top-rated.
I know. But take away the kick return.
I'm just saying they still won that game.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm not taking nothing from the win. But if you want to tell me that a team who actually can score on offense versus a team who just kicked 2-3 field goals and had a return touchdown, I'm taking a team that can score on offense.
And North Carolina put a 20 on Stanford, so they beat Stanford 20-15. They didn't just score a bunch of points. So
more points than 16.
So you said North Carolina beats Wake. What about Duke? North Carolina, Duke. Who you got?
I gotta go with North Carolina. Looks like they play defense a little bit.
So that'd be 4 in a row for North Carolina. Going to the final game of the season at NC State.
I think NC State wins though.
So they don't run the table. They win 4 in a row and then lose the final game of the season.
Yeah, they lose to NC State.
See, I feel the opposite. I think they beat NC State. I think they beat Duke. I think they lose the Wake.
I don't know, man. I can't see them losing the Wake. I can't see it.
I'll make a final decision when we do pick'ems. I think so. We both do agree that North Carolina does go bowling, though.
And I think them going bowling will really increase Belichick's chances of staying. Because he got 3 recruits in the last 3 weeks committed to him, so that helps a lot.
Yeah. Next team, we're going to talk about Duke, home against Virginia, at UNC, home against Wake.
They beat UNC. They beat Virginia and they beat Wake.
I agree. They beat Wake. I don't know about Virginia.
It's because they can't stop anybody.
This is a Manny Diaz coach team, man. It's the hardest teams ever to figure out. They can beat anybody. They can lose anybody. They are 5-4. They lost this week. I say they probably win next week, so that means they beat Virginia. Then they lose the UNC team they was beat. Then they beat Wake. Watch. That's how it's gonna fall out. The team they're supposed to beat, they lose. The team they're supposed to lose to, Virginia and Wake, they beat.
That's true. That's very true.
75 for the Dukies, y'all. Let's talk about Florida State, man. 4-5. They got Virginia Tech, a team we haven't talked about tonight. Virginia Tech at home, then home finale. Then the last 2 games on the road, NC State and Florida. Probably the toughest path. Do they go bowling?
They don't go bowling.
I don't think so either.
Well,
They're gonna say it's hate.
Well,
They're gonna say it's hate Miami fan, but
you said Florida, right? The Gators
it's at the Swamp, I think.
with no quarterback. They might go bowling.
They might. I don't know. We'll see.
The team did
Some
just
reason.
quit, so
It's just this team. I'm just not too crazy about this team. It just doesn't look that good to me.
I mean, they look good. Like they're playing against a team who doesn't want to play at all.
So final answer, they go bowling.
They need 1 win, right?
They need 2.
They'll go bowling. I just don't see.
Last time.
I just don't see NC
Okay.
State losing these games like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a great quarterback. NC State has a good quarterback. Who doesn't get
Damn
talked,
good quarterback.
who doesn't get talked about.
He gets talked about on this channel. Shout out to CJ Bailey.
So that's the thing.
By the way, I mentioned this in another video. I'm working on a video about possible transfer portal quarterbacks. I will be dropping names of the guys I think hitting the portal. One of those names, y'all, spoiler alert, is CJ Bailey. I think he's out of there. And he's going to be one of those top dollar quarterbacks that a lot of teams are going to look at. And I think he'll be a good fit at a couple teams. I'm going to bring those teams up. And what I think his NIL value is and what he brings to the table, a 6'6", 225-pound guy. Shout out to CJ Bailey. That's a name y'all need to know. Stay up on him now. Gonna be playing on Sundays. All right, go ahead.
You about
You want to hear
to?
his schedule? You want to hear the schedule?
Yeah.
NC State at Miami, home against Florida State, home against UNC. They need 1 victory.
Do they beat Miami?
I hope not. I hope not.
But can they? That's the question. Can they?
I think they can put up some points. They're probably one of the best offenses in the ACC, if not the best. They are definitely the most complete running game and pass game. They probably the best offense in the conference. I don't think they defense holds up too well though. That's the problem.
They need 1 win. I think they go bowling.
I think they did too. Who do they get it against? Miami, Florida State, or UNC?
Florida,
You never
Florida,
said who
Florida State.
You never, huh?
Florida State.
So it's okay. I was saying you never said that Florida State would lose to. You just said they wouldn't go bowling. So I think they win Florida State and UNC. Well, I don't know if they win the UNC game. I know they win that Florida game though.
Yeah, they gonna beat the brakes off Florida State.
So you're picking 3 more teams to join the ACC in the bowling party. You got North Carolina, Clemson, NC State joining Wake Forest and Cal, along with the other teams that are bowl eligible in Miami. I mean, playoff eligible in Miami, Georgia Tech, Virginia, Louisville, all those teams. Yo,
Did we say Duke was going bowling? Or did we? Or are they not getting that last win?
you said Duke was not going bowling. You said Florida State is not going bowling.
Okay, just making sure. I think I was trying to remember if I said Duke was not going bowling.
Yeah, they're not. One last question. Who had the bigger win this week? Cal over Louisville or Wake over Virginia?
Cal over Louisville.
We agree on that. I think we both think Louisville higher than Virginia.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Which team would you rather see represent the ACC in the playoffs? Georgia Tech, Pittsburgh, Miami, Louisville, Virginia.
This might surprise you. I would rather Pitt represent.
Okay, let's talk about Pitt real quick. Pat Narduzzi made some comments today when asked if Notre Dame was a must-win game this coming week. Want to know what he said?
He said it's not. I saw it.
Yeah, he said it's not a big. He said he don't care if they lose by 100 or 110 as long as they win the last 2 games. What kind of effing crap is that?
I was with him to the point where he said that part because I get like it's not a must win because you don't want to put the pressure on your team. I can see it from that perspective, but when he just kept talking, I was like, I don't know where this guy is going. So let's.
Then he had the audacity to say all focus is on Notre Dame,
Don't sound
but
like
you don't care if you lose.
well, sound like the focus on the last
That's
2
the
games.
biggest contradiction out there.
So that didn't help him out with the community because
And all.
definitely it's a must win. It's a must win game. Every game is a must win game.
Every game.
But
Well, they say you play to win the game.
But him say like I said though, if he would have stopped at it's not a must win game, as in like I could see it as like he's saying he doesn't want to put the pressure on his team. Just say that, stop there. Don't keep going with it. Because in the locker room, you're gonna say it's a must win game in the locker room. But you say so you say different stuff in the media. But don't say the crazy stuff. Just say you're just trying to not put the pressure on the team. Stop right there. You ain't gotta say everything else.
Yeah, utterly ridiculous, man. I couldn't believe this crap. Pat Narduzzi is a great coach. Horrible thing to say. I don't know what he was thinking.
He knows better.
Can't stand behind him on that comment at all. This is why the committee does not respect the ACC. Idiotic stuff is coming out their mouth where they're talking about this is not a must-win game. Are you kidding me?
What if he goes out and wins by like 50 though? After saying that,
they can. They really can. Their team is good.
What if this was like a tactic to make them think they're not ready?
Oh, how do you that can't be because how do you know that question was coming?
Because come on, man, you know that every week they're gonna ask this a must-win game.
So you think it was a plan? You think the question was a plan?
Well, it wasn't. I'm gonna assume that he knew somebody was gonna ask this question because he probably gets asked it every week. Especially this week, these weeks in college football, the media's gonna ask this a must-win game for your team, especially if it's a big team like that, big game like that. So I think this is a psych tactic to be like, nah, it's not. But we're gonna beat the dog out of it anyway, though.
The only people he's psyched out is his team.
But he's probably saying different stuff in the locker room, though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because you're gonna go out and say your game plan to the media.
No, he didn't give his game plan. He's asked a simple question. This is a must-win game. And it's the best answer is yes, this is a must-win game. Just like every week is a must-win game. We focus on Notre Dame, nothing else. We can only fight the team that's in front of us. Our main goal is to beat Notre Dame, move on to the next week. Every week is a playoff week from here on out. We are focused on Notre Dame. No, something like that. I just gave you 3 different responses all at once.
I mean, he said half
Coach
of that.
talk. No, he didn't. He didn't say none of that.
He said he was focused on Notre Dame.
He didn't say he said all focus on Notre Dame after saying that he don't care if they lose by 100.
That's half of the quote.
I just told you.
Quote.
Simple answer. Yes, it's a must-win game. Arthur said every week's a must-win game. Every week's the playoffs from here on out. Something of that nature. Do the hell. But let's look at.
I agree.
Let's wrap this thing on up, man. Put a bow on this thing. Put a bow on week 11. Let's move to week 12. Week 12 line up for the ACC. You got Clemson at Louisville, Georgia Tech at Boston College. Let's give you the rankings on this as well. I'm using the playoff rankings. Louisville is ranked 15th. They're hosting Clemson. Georgia Tech, number 17 at Boston College. Virginia, number 14 at Duke. You got Virginia Tech at Florida State. You got number 10 Notre Dame at number 24 Pittsburgh. You got NC State at number 18 Miami and UNC at Wake Forest. Ty, any of those games stick out to you? Just gave you 7 of them.
Looking forward to that Clemson and Louisville game. If Louisville loses to Clemson, it's over. They shouldn't lose to Clemson. We know who Clemson is, right? Like we do like know who Clemson is. Everybody should at this point.
Yeah, these are the type of games that Clay Klubnik does not show up for. So I'm thinking Louisville probably wins this game. Home game for Louisville as well.
So, and then Georgia Tech has to play defense, and they have to find another way to win without Hayes King being Superman. They have to.
I tell you, they're going from this nice weather in Georgia up to Boston College. It's gonna be cold, wet,
That's true.
rainy.
But Boston College is awful.
They are god awful, but it's gonna be a weather game, and that's gonna keep Boston College in it. So Georgia Tech gonna have to show some toughness in this one. Pittsburgh, all eyes will be on the Panthers this week as they take on Notre Dame. They are the home team. They are the team that everybody wants to put the death blow into Notre Dame this week. Can they do it? If not, you are looking at a Notre Dame team that will be in the CFP. It's up to Pittsburgh to free everybody from this curse. So shout out to them for that. Miami needs to win. They need to win big. They need the most help out of everybody. They can't afford to have any more close games. They got to win. They got to be 10-2, and they got to win big. They got to beat NC State this week. The first step of many. Miami playoffs started last week, and it continues this week. So that's what I got my eye on. Also, be on the lookout for a Duke upset over Virginia. Just thinking about that right now.
Hopefully.
And that's going to be it for us, guys. Tell us what you think in the comment section. What team will represent the ACC in the college football playoffs? Do they get 1? Do they get 2? 3? I'll tell you right now, that's not going to happen. They'd be lucky to get 2, and I think that's the best case scenario for me right now. So, what game are y'all watching? Is it Notre Dame at Pitt? How many ranked teams fall in the ACC this week? 2 weeks in a row, you've seen 3 ranked teams lose. Keep that in mind in ACC. Can they do 3 weeks in a row with 3 ranked teams losing? Can't wait to find that out. Ranked teams are Louisville, Georgia Tech, Virginia, Pittsburgh, Miami, and the stepbrother Notre Dame. We just count them too. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Yeah.